Hi, connections. I'm gonna pull from the energy, see what awareness spirit has for me. Um, Today already is going really intriguing. I already got woke up feeling super exhausted, and then I went to go try to donate, and I realized my heart rate is low, which that's intriguing energy, honestly, for me, because it means a lot of different things for me. It's an aspect where I've been hospitalized before for this energy, my heart rate being too low. But I wonder if it's that aspect because that aspect is the aspect where I'm supposed to take medicine, but the prescription they gave me, the dose was so high I couldn't get it. Like I don't know the word. I couldn't get it prescribed. I think that's the word. They wouldn't fill out my prescription because the dose was so high. But I don't know. But it wasn't surprising during that time just because I was going through a lot. So of course you got fucking heart problems, man. You be going through some real stuff, you know, but confidence. It's on the top of the deck. How lovely. You be going through some real stuff. But it's also energy where I'm focusing literally on the eternal side. My eternal side is on hello, we are present energy, which makes my heart rate really, really low. So I'm just like, I'm not sure. If I'm not sure worried about or you know what time it is, ma'am. But I already woke up from the jump, honestly feeling really tired, but I knew I wanted to donate today, so I was like, I'm still going to donate. If I don't do nothing else today, that's what I'm going to do. And it's like, I woke up feeling tired. And it's funny because I actually got clarity this morning as to that. That's what it was going to be. It's just the clarity and my heart rate is too low. It's intriguing. But I'm starting off with the Oracle of the Universe. Love, confidence. Oh, speaking of love, Jesus, it would be confident in love. The first two things I see with a low heart rate. Are you lacking in that? You're lacking love, ma'am? Your mojo is on low. Why is that? That's funny, Jesus. I said that would be that's cool. That's a class right there. Jesus Christ. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah. I don't know if I even finished explaining. Pride. Nah, definitely working with eternal energy. They hella deep. It's not surprising too that it's red and a lot of be still energy. And I went and got another thing of water too. It's really important. Like my mind and my emotions literally feel like the weather. Normally people are like, this is a chill, calm day. It might either be sad, which I feel like I could be getting into that energy, but I don't feel sad. It's just you can never deny your body. Your body will always have side effects. If that makes sense. Like something is missing, you know? What the fuck? But that's the intriguing part. When people have symptoms and how their body let them know. Honestly. That's the intriguing part. And this one is one that just got me a little nervous, honestly, because I got hospitalized. They kept my ass in the hospital for this shit. Because I feel like I was going to pass out, honestly. That's what let me go to the hospital. Then they was like, your heart rate is low. Is it normally this low? It's like, I ain't never heard that shit before in my life. I ain't never heard that in my life. And they kept me in the hospital. I stayed there, I think, for 2-3 days, something like that. Healing. Gotta heal. Be still. That's what I was feeling too. I'm so pure right now. I've been doing a lot of detoxing, honestly. And on top of healing, detoxing and healing at the same time. but Tillen's at the bottom of the deck, and it's like it's making sense within my energy. Or it's like I'm so pure, I'm like a baby. That's the intriguing part. It's like baby want to go and donate parts. You ain't ready, ma'am. You're healing. This is a lot of cosmo energy. Like the sky. It's intriguing. I was looking forward to being out in the rain today. Like first I got up and I looked out there and it was raining. I was like, rain. But then I was excited, like, this should be lovely. Then when I got there, it stopped raining. It ain't raining no more at the moment. I guess universe is like, we're gonna put it on break for you, ma'am. We don't want you to get all wet. Like, I like the water, darling. It's all dry now. Justice. Your healing is justice. How beautiful. The balance. I'm feeling this energy all day. Balance. It has a lot to do with the water. It is so funny because I keep saying this because it got brought to my attention, so now I pay more attention to it, honestly. I've been told a lot about birth charts, but I actually went and got a reading done with my birth chart, and I realized the majority in my important houses in astrology is all in the water-based zones for zodiacs, which is intriguing. Like my first house and my 12th house is both in Scorpio energy, which we are in Scorpio energy, and it's water all day. And that's the type of balance, like head to toe. And this energy feel like there's not movement. You ever look at the water and it's just still like it's not moving? There's something about that so important. I don't know how to explain it at the moment, honestly. I'm gonna pull more cards though. They were confident again. And consequences. Justice going with consequences. Healing is a balance. Your confidence is coming from the eternal side. Sky got you thriving right now. Your eternal guidance got you thriving right now. That's intriguing when I say that. Your eternal guidance got you thriving. Because it's the energy of you. It's you. You are your guidance, if that makes sense. I want to go to worry less prayer really quick. Really intriguing. I kind of want to look at the sky. Right now it's just all like, I wouldn't say gray, but it could be white. No clouds out or nothing. Sky look gray. That's intriguing because even going back to birth chart energy, just thinking of mine, at the moment, when it comes to yin and yang, like the polarities of that, I'm in the dark energy. I'm in the dark. It's something that's so important about this, even with my heart rate being low. All that goes hand to hand. And it's something that's so important about that. Let peace reign in step with God. And that's your guidance. So that's the intriguing part for people when they identify God or speak on God, but I'm just using my aspect and what I really do believe to believe. What I do really believe it to be is my ancestors. There's people that's on the eternal side, and sometimes it's not even people that you're related to. It's just people who follow the same concept as you, if that makes sense. You'll be surprised who guides you. Like I was surprised. I realized some of my guidance definitely. I think the first person who surprised me was this lady who used to babysit me. Honestly, she died, and then like I think it was a school bus. That's intriguing. I think it's the second school bus I seen. But she used to babysit me when I was younger, but she wound up dying like some years ago, and then like I think that same year her daughter died, and they both guided me. That's the intriguing part. I would have never thought they would have guided me, honestly. Um, Definitely the daughter. She's always present, but it's not surprising. It's intriguing how people admire you and you don't know that they admire you. It's one of those energies as to why she guides me. Always looked up to me, always liked at me, and I. It is intriguing within this. It seemed like a stereotype to me, metaphorically, but they both were heavyweight people. Like really, they obviously like to eat a lot, or sometimes I don't even know. I'm gonna say obvious because that's a stereotype. I have gained a lot of weight before, and I was not eating a lot. It's just I was stressed. I didn't realize stress can have you blow up like a balloon. I thought it was the opposite. I was trained to believe that if you stress it, you lose weight. No, for me, stressing has me gain a lot of weight. And it was intriguing learning that lesson. Um, on top of that, I was pregnant too. On top of that, but I wasn't eating like a lot. Like you wouldn't even thought I was pregnant in that concept, but just because the way I was eating. But what I'm getting at is that could be a stereotype as into since you so big, you just always eating. No, you just maybe really stressing your body. As I said before, it has ways of just displaying side effects. You know, people say you can hide your emotions. Your body ain't gonna allow you to. You gonna have some. I think this is the whole lesson, honestly. 'Cause I feel like it's making sense. That's funny. It's almost like an energy of sweeping something under the rug, and it's reminding I'm still up under here. It's one of those energies for sure. How intriguing. And it's an important one if the eternal side is on it heavily deep. That's intriguing. And the word let peace reign and in step with God. And these scriptures come from John 16:33 and yeah, John 3:16. Well, John 3:16. That's it, yeah, John 3:16. That's not what that says. But John 3:16, I know that one. That the He so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whoever believes in him shall have eternal life, shall not die but have eternal life. I brought my cross out today. I got my rosary on, and I got my abundance necklace that I got from the Gift of Light Expo when I went. I had to bring my lovelies home with me, but I don't know why I said that, but apparently that's important. It's really got me thinking now. It's intriguing. That could even be the healing and the balancing. This is really being tapped in with yourself. Listen, I don't know. It's like I got a visual in my head of this energy. It's kind of hard to explain, but I separate the two, which I actually screenshotted today. This is a whole lesson for me. It's intriguing. Like this, I woke up this morning and I screenshotted a translation I did, I think last week, and the time was 9:34, which was teaching of me, of myself. So it's making sense. Like all this is a lot of clarity. I kind of just forgot what I was about to say, what I was getting at. Ring off worries, God only knows. And that's what that is. How intriguing. God only knows and wondering off worries. O Lord God, my Savior, I cry out to you during the day and at night. Let my prayer come into your presence. Turn your ear to hear my cries. And that's why God only knows. It's the eternal side. I think I finished explaining that. Like they see you, they're with you. Just imagine it's you and your friend, and something happened to you. I'm gonna say a friend, family member. They can defend you. You can see them defending you, or you can see that they're not defending you. They just sit there and just watch whatever happened to you happen to you. It's the same way on the eternal side. Some of them maybe just watch you, but these ones no. They making shit happen. I think not. It's the same energy. That's why they're heavy, deep, in a justice form, and it comes with consequences. Like whoever thought they did some sneaky shit, it's a oh no, you fucked with the wrong one to die energy, which is intriguing because this is the energy I talk about a lot. It's even the work that I do, light in the dark. Like God only knows. Nobody else would maybe believe what you're saying, just because, just the same way you pray. You're the only one there. You're the only one who knows what you're praying about. What you're praying to is the only one who sees what's happening and can actually deal with it, if that makes sense. Like even when it comes to the justice system, going to court and things, and I actually did that recently. I just did that. I was trying to look up jury. Like I wanted to know what the definition was for jury. Because I want to see what Google's had to say about it. But it kept saying jury, like in a court, like tell people who determine something. That's important. I kind of forgot all about to say. It goes with this energy. It's the eternal side. The jury is the eternal side. What the heck was I just saying? But on the flip side, like I gave an example a little bit ago about something you could be going through something and you might have a friend or family member that's there present with you. And sometimes they just sit there like, I'm not jumping in this or that's on you. And the other ones know that they're not having it. They will defend you. It's the same way when it comes to the court aspect. If they're not seeing it, they're not present, it will probably get missed. Because they work off of obvious a seeing aspect. They don't believe in the invisible aspect of things happening. Like you just spiritually got to be tapped in to be aware of signs. That's the intriguing part within this energy. That's a tense energy. It's beautiful, but it's tense. And all my little puzzle pieces are coming together. Because I was like jury. I kept it intriguing. That's another thing. I wound up keeping it. Like, I'm sure this is going to be handy. That's the same thing I did with that doggone picture that one time. And it wound up playing out later. I said, you barking up the wrong. You probably are. And this is the energy too. Somebody was barking up the wrong fucking tree. You fucked with the wrong one. That's intriguing. That's why that confidence came out. It's the word don't worry aspect. You got this. Priorities. Priorities. Be of service. Ta. Ma'am, did you pull cards? No. I was trying to go donate. School bus. Intriguing. It's amazing how service comes through. Be of service. And that was priorities. Priorities. Intriguing. Very, very intriguing. And count your blessings. That's exciting. Ah. Your justice go be of service. That's funny. Very, very funny. I just had an aha moment. And count your blessings go with the confidence. That's great. Let go and enjoy. Your balance. That's right in the middle too. It's like a tug of war energy. This actually feel like my actual personal life situation I'm going through. It's a tug of war when it comes to what shared parenting look like or what it mean or how either side supposed to go. It's an intriguing aspect. It's not balanced. That's intriguing. Even though whether you think of shared parenting, it's not really ever balanced, honestly. But it's not even I can't even put a percentage in there. You would think it was just full parenting or some shit. Very intriguing. Then we got acts with sincerity. Last time I got this card, I asked what is beyond the sky because they always say the sky is the limit. I'm just like, what's is beyond the sky? You know, so I do eternal work, and I'll usually deal with married couples, honestly. But I realize I'm a tarot reader. I can read for anybody, so I'm always connected with people unawarely. Sometimes I forget what I do, who I am. Sometimes I forget who I am and what I do. How I just be connected with people, honestly. Um, it'd be intriguing to me. And it's funny because it's something that I sound silly to say sometimes. People like, I tell them what I do. Like I'm a tarot reader or psychic, a medium. I'm a lot of things. I'm a priestess, high priestess. I'm a lot of things. Honestly, it's like, what do you want from me, Dove? What do you need? That I normally do medium energy, honestly, but my natural behavior is a psychic, honestly. But school bus. What time? I've been seeing a lot of school buses. There's a lot of class. Even for myself, I wanted some clarity, and I'm definitely getting a lot of clarity. Which, as I was saying this morning, I guess what I got up. Spirit was letting me know clarity will be coming through. And that's what I would be getting for myself is clarity. Just learning myself is intriguing. When you can learn from yourself, if that makes sense. And that's what I'm doing. And it's compliments of Scorpio being in my first house in 12th house. Like my personal identity, like how I identify, which once again, that goes back to me in the aspect of I forget who I am and what I do. I'm naturally connected. It's the aspect of be like water, or the art of flow. That's an intriguing energy for me. Honestly, definitely with me being aware of what's happening. Like I'm aware of what zodiac is influencing my energy. Because before it's like I'm a Taurus, and I just focus all this on the Taurus aspect. But then I realized sometimes I'm in other energy. Like I'm literally on Capricorn energy or Virgo energy. Sometimes in Pisces energy. Like I'm not just, even though Taurus is Earth, like I'm all those aspects at the end of the day. It just later on I did learn that. So I started identifying as I'm all the zodiacs, but I was birthed out in this flesh form in Taurus status. But with me really understanding like how the houses are so important. The houses mean everything to me. The houses are just like the clock to me, literally. It's literally the clock to me. That's the intriguing part. Like today I got up at 8 o'clock. I think it was 8. Was it 8? I think it was 8. I looked at the phone, it was 8. It was 8. I was like, oh, I still got time to go back to sleep because I was really feeling tired. That's the intriguing part. But it was letting me know I'm on here and after energy. Yeah, and I actually need to, who was in my eighth house? And I feel like I put myself on spot. Is that Long Journeys? I need to get my little book really quick. Give me a minute. I'm gonna get my book. I gotta finish explaining that too. Ask with sincerity and be careful what you ask for. That's what that was. Be careful what you ask for. Transformation. Ah. And that's funny too. That one. And that's Gemini's energy. There's a Gemini hit me up today, and I actually displayed the behavior that he wanted to do today. That's the intriguing part. He wanted to take me out to lunch, and I literally took myself out to lunch, sat down and ate. Normally I would take my food to go. I sat down and ate. And then as soon as I left out, he gonna hit me up and said, let's go get lunch. Like, I just did that. And that's the intriguing part of being connected with people already. That's the intriguing part. But with us not talking, using communication all the time, we don't realize we're connected. We could have been set this date up to do that. You know, that's the intriguing part. Thank you. That's the intriguing part. Yeah, it's transformation. And it's the air. It's Gemini's energy, but it's in the air. It's a here and after energy. And that could be where the eternal guidance is coming from. Certain people carry certain energy. Like, you know, you got 7 chakra placements. There's only so much room you can get in there, but he's carrying an energy. That's probably what that is. Just for my awareness of it, but that's actually funny. Honestly, because that's a real true statement that just happened. Then I was just like, I just ate, literally. Could eat later again, but I have a hard time sometimes with random texts. Like, it's been like 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks, and all of a sudden, randomly, you just want to, let's go out to lunch. What? I know people be busy, got lives, I get it. But come on now, it's 24 hours in a day. I can't even get a minute out of that goddamn day just to say hi, hey. Priorities. I need to be top priority. It's important. That's even probably why I got a low heart rate. Like, where is the love at? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It's just I have a hard time with that energy. I get people be busy and stuff and got things going on, got my own things going on, but I do believe people make time for what's important to them, you know, and I'm just going to leave it at that. But it's obvious a connection there because I displayed what the hell he wanted to do anyway. That'd be the intriguing part to me. That's a whole even transformation there. That's the intriguing part. But the acts with sincerity aspect. School bus. Oh my Jesus. I was like, I'm gonna pull a card, so I actually want to know what's beyond the sky. And right away, this card came out, acts of sincerity, and it was like, oh Jesus, this ain't what you want. That's not what you want. What is beyond is what you don't want. It's not what you want. Like, what I can do, obviously, is the sky, which is displaying within this energy. But what's beyond, it puts a person like me, for my lesson of that, I'll be stuck. Like, I'll be one of the ones who be just stuck looking into space. And that's the intriguing part of energy. Is that really what you want? Do you really want to learn that lesson? You know, that lesson looked different on the people. But for me, Spirit was letting me know that's how it will be. Is that really what you want? Act with sincerity. You know, be sure this is what you want. You just bullshitting around, ask for something, seeking something, and when you get it, I wish you would have gave me a heads up. This ain't what you want. It is intriguing because within that energy, it don't seem like they're probably seeing something so beautiful that it got them stuck. It's almost like a artwork or some shit. The way that it was coming to me, it wasn't bad. It's just, it made me think of a movie too, and I still can't think of the name of it. But it was a person It was like a facility of like people who had that, I don't know what you call it. I want to say a psych ward, but it wasn't like people just it was ones that's like stuck looking into the sky, or they just don't talk anymore, or I don't know. But mainly the ones who they're just stuck. They just looking into space. Like, what do you see? But they don't talk. They just stay looking in space. Like, but there was a doctor who came to help to try to figure that out. And I honestly can't remember what he did, but I do remember something about the way that they painted the floor. They put like towels up and it was black and white. And something about that was important for the visual aspect. I really couldn't remember the name of the movie. It was the doctor was the guy who played, oh my God. I'm not good with people's names now for me when it comes to movies. I want to say Dr. Doolittle, but it wasn't him. I think that was Eddie Murphy, but this was a white guy. And he played like a nanny before. He had these glasses. Oh my God, I can't think of him right now. But he played the same behavior as the guy off Big Mama. He had the same behavior, but he was a white guy. And he would dress up like a woman and babysit these kids. Like he was a white family based metaphorically. Just had to throw that out there. But the movie was so good. But it was him who was the doctor in this movie that I'm talking about. But I still can't think of the name of it. So yeah, just if you know who I'm talking about within that movie, dressing up like a woman and babysitting some kids, then you might know what movie I'm talking about when it comes to that. If you know about things like that, but if it comes to me eventually, I share it again because it's that energy. And for me, I don't need to go do that lesson. I'm satisfied with the sky's the limit. The sky the limit already got me talking out loud to myself. I'm having outbursts and shit. I don't need to be on stuck mode. They're gonna think I'm doing drugs or some shit. Like I'm okay. They already think I do drugs probably. I don't do drugs. I'll let them know. That'd be my main thing. That's why I try for the most part not to smoke marijuana. Cause I like to smoke. Honestly, that I really do. Um, But I haven't been. I haven't been craving it. It's not like I'm just suppressing myself. It's just if I had to choose, I'm going to smoke me some marijuana for sure. Um, but between me not craving it, I've not even been thinking about smoking. I even stopped vaping my like I guess it's tobacco style, just in a pen form. So I don't like the smell of tobacco. Honestly, I don't like the way it smells. Which I actually smelled it today. It drove me a little crazy. My senses are really heightened right now. Like I could smell every goddamn thing was driving me crazy. Honestly, but that cigarette smell. I was walking to the bus stop. I seen his ass lighted. And already in my mind, I was thinking, oh Jesus, I don't want to smell this. And before I was like, I was a big separation from his ass. I started smelling it. I was like, oh my God, I do not like the smell of this. Like, I'd be ready to cuss people out sometime. Just like, I just be ready to cuss people out. Jesus. But I recently was reminded, do not be snapping on people. That's an important energy too. Control your goddamn temper is important too. Ooh, Jesus, that's intriguing. That could even be side effects of why they was having all those little floods and shit. Because imagine water snapping. Like water going crazy. That's an intriguing aspect, honestly. They're having all those hurricanes and shit. Water snapping. There's always a fucking side effect. That's an intriguing part. That's when you know you're powerful as fuck. That's when you know you're powerful as fuck. Seriously though. I feel like they go hand to hand, honestly. But it was brought to my attention recently, control your temper. And I really was snapping on people because people be trying my nerves. That's the intriguing part. I've been so chill. I love minding my business. I'm always normally solo, minding my own business. And people just like fucking with me. It reminded me of the movie Baby Boy. like my emotion, how way I feel when that be happening. I be the stepdad when he was going crazy, like they just want to keep fucking with me. They want a nigga who got something, you know, something. I can't remember what the fuck he had, but when he had that little breakdown, that's how I felt. That's how I be feeling. And why they want to try me? What the fuck? Definitely when it comes to my money and shit like that, it just be they have me all the way fucked up. But control your temper. The eternal side really want you to trust them that they got this. That you don't always have to defend yourself and things like that. That you make it worse. But it's not like I be trying to fight nobody. It's just I'm an expressive machine. That I am for sure. And ever since I started having outbursts, oh, you best to believe I'm an expressive machine. What am I looking for? I'm gonna go to Gaia really quick. Cause it's raining today. Where it was. It might rain again, but avoid the impulse to dominate or bully. You are there to support and guide. Avoid impulse to dominate or bully. You are there to support and guide. Who is this? I gotta see who this is really quick. The father. Oh, daddy. 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 That's so funny because that's intriguing because I want to say I never had a dad. Like I had two dads actually. I had a birth father and I had a stepfather. My real dad, I met him when I was younger, but I was so young, I don't really remember honestly. But apparently we separated when I was 2 years old, which obviously at 2 years old, I was obviously incapable of remembering things like that. But then again, I don't remember my childhood at all. I feel like I just came from the sky or got created at, I don't know, I remember my teenage years very well for the most part. Other than that, no. I would say maybe like 14, 15. Everything else is like, I'm gonna need you to tell me a story about me, you know? And hopefully I even know what the hell you talking about. It's intriguing, honestly, to not remember. Honestly. But just seeing how my family deal with me from what I remember, it's good you don't remember because all they do is lie and hide. It's intriguing how adults think they protect you by not being fully honest with you or always wanting you to suppress what you know. You know, that's an intriguing energy. What happens in this house stays in this house. Yeah, I'm doing all this, but I'm grown, and just a bunch of lying energy and conniving energy. It's intriguing. But you the child. You ain't supposed to know nothing. You ain't supposed to say nothing. You the child. You supposed to not know nothing and not say nothing. Intriguing. But the father, he comes through with leadership, the center of power within the family unit, a source of strength, not fear. Did I finish explaining that aspect? We came to my people who raised me, my fathers, metaphorically. I had a birth father. As I say, we separated when I was 2. But he always paid money for me. Like he supported me financially. To say that in that form, but I never received it. So obviously, he just liked to giving out money. That's what he just did. He just automatically had to send out a check that never got received to whoever the hell he was. Well, I said whoever the hell he was sending it to, which was me. I ain't never received it. I can't even tell you how much he was sending. Like, mother never gave it to me, intriguingly, but in a different perspective. we always stayed within, always had a home, had food, so it's like, guess she provided for the whole family aspect, so I get it in that form of way. But it's like, ma'am, that was specifically for me. That could have been getting saved up all this goddamn time. That actually might be a way they might want to needing to do that type of a stuff, because guys go to jail for this shit. And it's intriguing when a child don't ever receive it. It's intriguing. It's pointless to go to jail then, because you never even had to send it, because it was never even given to the child. It don't add up and it don't make sense, But my mom, she got 7 goddamn kids, so she used that goddamn money to support her whole damn family. It's like, no, go talk to your other fucking baby daddies, which mom was not a sloozy. She only had 2 kids that was separate out of her marriage. She was married, which is my stepdad. She married him, and they popped out the other 2. Me and my brother, which my brother is on the eternal side now, he died. So I'm pretty much a lonely child. I'm what they call that, a orphan child, a only child individual, because we don't share the same father. We have the same mother, but we don't have the same father. But and my stepfather, he was emotionally horrible. Financially, great. Emotionally, horrible. And those both were my lifelong stories for how my adulthood go when I deal with guys. Either they're emotionally horrible, or they can be great financially providers. Honestly. And even within that energy, it's not a balance for me. Because I don't mind working. I don't mind providing for myself or having a nice balance. But normally, I don't have to, because I have somebody who's financially want to provide for me. Or on the other aspect, they normally just be mentally horrible to me. Or they just, however go, like, they don't understand me, or just use the one guy as example who texts me the goddamn debt. Come off on the daddy energy just because the connection, metaphorically, daddy supposed to know certain things and you supposed to know. Y'all supposed to meet up and things like that. This is just an example of a connection. I ain't heard from this individual like in 3 goddamn weeks. Now, I might be being sarcastic about 3 weeks, but it's been a while. Maybe 2 weeks. I want to say 3 because it's been a while. Randomly just want to text me out of no goddamn where. You want to go eat? I probably going and got married within these goddamn 3 weeks. Fooleries. Things might just supposed to be on fucking pause for you. Mentally horrible. Mentally horrible. Some people don't think that's mentally horrible, but for me, that's mentally horrible. Don't fucking just pick and choose when you want to deal with me. But other than that, it's normally because they like to cheat, Tell you all this goddamn sweet shit, but really be having somebody at home and shit. Like, fooleries. In this aspect, father, supposed to be the leader. He comes with leadership. The center of power within a family unit. A source of strength, not fear. He is stillness within the storm. Integrity and honesty. Order and discipline. How did your father interact with your mother? Eh. Jesus. It's intriguing. Well, I don't know. Which father? Which one? The birth father? He paid her ass. He kept her paid. And people say that's a blessing. That's all some people want. Fuck the love, give me the money. Which that sometimes be my behavior. And I don't be meaning it to be that way. But it's like, if I know you really ain't about me at the end of the day, just give me the goddamn money and get out my face. My time is a fucking money. Like, but literally, seriously, on a different note, within this energy, it's like, which father are you talking about? The one who kept her ass paid for years? Or are you talking about the one who just married her, provided for her, but mentally was horrible, was a sexaholic, loved cheating, Love making her feel bad about herself. Like that's the intriguing part. Like how you gonna complain about fat people, but go and cheat with fat people? You gonna make your wife feel bad about gaining weight and being all fat, but you go and cheat with fat people like that's what you like. The fuck are you doing, sir? The fuck are you doing? So I don't know, Yeah, that's a lot of perspectives within that. It's all about what you want and what you're seeking from this structure. But you know, how did your father interact with your mother? Eh. Was your father a source of strength or a source of fear? That's a perspective too, honestly. Some people would say that's strength all day. Where is your self love? Where is your self love? It's intriguing because when you get married, people feel bad like they're not supposed to separate, even if it's not going right. Like a lot of excuses they came up with was, "We're doing it for you guys, the kids. Like we see this, fooder this, okay? This is mentally challenging for us." You know, some people feel marriage is a hard thing to get out of. Definitely when you know it's wrong. Like you realize I'm in the wrong class, but instead of saying I'm in the wrong class, you just stay in the wrong class. Like fuck it. You're going to maybe make some friends in here, but you in the wrong class, so you're not learning what you're supposed to be learning. So it could be his perspective on there. Yeah, that could be a perspective, honestly. But let me keep going. Just as with the mother card, the father in the past position asks you to look at your relationships with your parents as it plays a defining role in shaping you. Ah, Jesus. I be feeling like I got trauma. Like my past be making me feel like I got hella trauma. That's the intriguing part. It's like I recognize where it could be trauma form and how it even displays in my life, honestly. And that's something that's hard to shake, honestly. It's like much as I detox and they'd be like, change your energy to attract newness. Much as I try it, it's almost like something that stuck with me. Because it's naturally mixed me. Like these two individuals naturally mixed me. Like my birth father, oh, he just loved giving out money. He just make sure he take care of me financially. So I should never have no goddamn worries. And my mother, she's my mother. I don't know what's too much to say about her. Um, we grew apart over time. My mom, she just always worked, honestly. But it's intriguing when you're a parent and you don't actually know yourself because you always. It's hard to explain my mom a little bit. It's like I understand her because of what she's been through and just observing certain things. But intriguing if I find myself in that same position when it comes to my own child, but it's different. It's different. It's solely different. Maybe my child act like my mom behavior, but it's like I seek my child. I love to be around my child. Like I don't see nothing better than that. But it's an intriguing energy how things repeat. Honestly, even when you try to change it, somehow it's like you won't fight this current. Like it just naturally happens. That's the intriguing part. Um, hmm. But even for a new start, because I know I get a new start, it's just because even for myself, I was in class, but in the wrong class. Stayed in the wrong class for a long time. I did this. Like it's funny when I can recognize somebody else's aspect, but when I go back and look at my own self, my past, I was in the wrong class for a long, long time. A long time. And it's intriguing because even we eventually me realizing I'm in the wrong class, people thought I should have stayed in that class because that class provided for me. And this is a dating aspect that I'm thinking of. It's better than no man at all. It's intriguing how people are okay with you staying with somebody just because you got a man and they can provide for you. That's enough. That's intriguing to me. That's intriguing energy for me. And that was my family base. That was my mom, honestly. You can't recognize that I'm unhappy? Intriguing. But look who I'm referencing to, somebody who lived this aspect out and felt they should have stayed in it, even though they knew it was wrong. That's an intriguing energy, honestly. If he can't respect, he can't love. However, go back up to the part I didn't highlight, but it's catching my attention. If your father was absent from your life, your mother may have served as both mother figure and father figure. There may have been no strong male role models at all. Pretty much. And this will, in turn, influence your relationships with both men and women. That's horrible, Jesus. Females, I don't deal with them. That's a real true statement. It's intriguing. It's not intentionally. That's the intriguing part. Like, I'm not talking to her, or it's just normally it's always a competition aspect. It's always a competition aspect. It's intriguing. It's intriguing. It's almost to a extent like all my friends got to be ugly or something. But even with that aspect, it still will somehow become an insecurity aspect. Like they're gonna want to change up something about themselves because they see the way I do things. That's how I naturally go. My mom taught me that behavior. I never believed that my mom was jealous of me, but I used to get told that all the time. Definitely by my brother and my stepdad. Like, that's so weird. Like, it didn't register in my mind what the fuck you're talking about. You're supposed to want your child to look better than you and thrive better than you. You know, like, it's an improvement of you. Like, some people, that's hell no. The audacity of you to be so gorgeous and get all this attention. Like, ma'am, I don't want all this attention. It drives me crazy, honestly. I do not like lustful behavior. Ugh. And guys, uh, they all be wrong. They all be wrong. Very intriguing energy, Jesus. If he encourages them to speak and to be heard, they will express their thoughts and feelings with confidence. And they go that confidence. It goes to count your blessings. How funny, awesome. And the confidence came from the oracle of the universe. This is intriguing. This is always having guidance. Which I always speak of it and I always say I did. I like once I became a faith walker, like I knew I was following guidance. I wanted to follow spiritual guidance. I wanted to get baptized. And at this time, I was going to a Jewish church. And I was told that I couldn't get baptized again because once I get baptized once, I'm always good to go. I'm always protected. So obviously, that's a true statement. That always was. But I got baptized when I was younger. So I didn't remember it. And I felt like I wasn't following guidance. Like, I don't feel like I was following guidance. I wasn't doing nothing really wrong, but I wasn't following guidance. Like, but I always had guidance. That's the intriguing part. And that's a perspective too. It's like I always knew things. That's the intriguing part. Like my adult behavior is the same way I always been, from what I can remember. Always solo and always in the window for the most part. When I'm home, if I'm not at work or school, you best believe I'm in the window like a goddamn cat. Or I'm just always solo. If you didn't see me with my siblings, but normally solo. Like I always been that way, and I have no clue what that's about for the most part. It's just an intriguing thing about me. Where was that? If he encourages them to speak and to be heard, they will express their thoughts and feelings with confidence. The father who encourages his children to think for themselves and to formulate their own opinions is as wise as he is good. Well, I want to say this is what happens when you lack a father. Mm-hmm. A good one on top of that. This is something I'm actually learning to do. That's why I say I'm an expressive machine. I ask a lot of questions. I can imagine being younger and dealing with a parent who honesty is not on the menu, or they just don't know something and they don't want to tell you they know. Oh my Jesus. Why are you snapping on me because you don't know? Just tell me you don't know. Got a whole damn attitude like I'm a problem for asking a question because you don't goddamn know. Let's go figure it out together, okay? Yeah, it's intriguing. It's intriguing, honestly. So I can imagine now. I mean, I can imagine then. Like, oh my Jesus. I ask a lot of questions. I'm an expressive machine, for sure. And honesty do be having people pissed off. Definitely when I'm speaking things as to, how did you know that? It's true, but how did you know that? I'm totally pissed because you know something that nobody was supposed to know. Intriguing. Why you thought nobody was supposed to know? Don't you know you got a whole goddamn shadow footer this? The future, disciplined and structured. Now that's me working with discipline and structure. I just feel like that's my whole life, but it says the future, discipline and structure. And then back to avoid the impulse to dominate or bully. You are there to support and guide. This feels like an energy of almost thinking you better than people, honestly. Definitely with me, like, so damn smart. Let me try to make people feel stupid. They're learning just like you. But I do have that behavior sometimes. Not like I'm better than them, but having to explain things all the time. Like, god damn, ain't nothing just clicking. I gotta run the whole storyline through, explain this, then stop explaining that because you don't know what that means. It'd be a lot sometimes. Like, it'd be intriguing, honestly. Patience, though, for me. I'm learning to be a little bit more patient in that category, but literally, that's an important energy. And I feel like it go back to, who was that? Was that the king of air or king of water? Probably was a king of water. Control your temper. It's important. I want to go to New York Tarot really quick. And I want to see where the mind is at. I should have started with it, but why is this compass catching the tower? Oh, Jesus. Ending. My stomach is hurting. Oh, Jesus. Back to back. You got the tower and a death. This is a lot of transformation. My stomach is hurting. This is the second time that what card is that? Why this card up like this? I feel like Spirit just did that. Like Spirit wouldn't touch my card and made this one sit up like this. It was sitting up like this. And I was like, what card is this? Okay, guess who it is? Haha, patience. That's funny. And this is at the 12 o'clock angle too. This is a fullness. That's intriguing. That's a whole circle. And she's on the top. That's important. This could be waiting to receive a message. You're using your senses. And these flowers are important. That's an 11 o'clock hour. That's headed over to that 5. That's at about any more cards. I'm just going with justice. Focus on success. That's a message right there. Focus on success. That makes me happy, honestly, because even with everything I just sat there and said, and even how I was thinking about how my past make it come off like I got a lot of trauma, honestly. Even though I can recognize it and not try to avoid those aspects, even though I still go through I still go through life, I still go through those lessons to even be able to realize the connection of the trauma, you know. But the energy of re-navigating that, if that makes sense, to draw in the energy that's naturally me, but obviously I still got more lessons to learn as into healing my own trauma metaphorically. That's why I still keep attracting the same energy, because class ain't over with. Even if I'm just like, I'm tired of class, this is ridiculous. I recognize this deja vu behavior. This is what it is. There's still more. It came out healing. Still more healing that has to happen before you even get to this energy. But that's great, because when you actually get to this energy, you won't ruin it with your past. So you're just waiting, patience. It's like just feel like an energy where you can skip classes, but literally you have to go through class metaphorically. You just gotta be patient. You're aware of what you're learning in class. You like, I'm done. Like, actually think of work. Like, I'm at work. I don't know how to use that in that form way. Pretty much, you aware of what's happening in class. You see how class is going, and you just like, well, like, I'll see you guys maybe in a week or something. Like, I get it. I'm done with this. I'm done with this course. Can I go to the next course? And it's like, no, you have to play this out. That's the intriguing part. And this is the focus on success. Within that patience, focus on success. Not a dwelling energy or a anxious energy or just totally going the wrong way energy. Because there's healing going on. It's the eternal side doing it. Who's up under there? Be of service. And let's focus on success. And I'm going to end it off with where the mind is at. Where is the mind at? Because I'm over here expressing a whole lot, like Jesus Christ. But it's what I do, and I don't mind it. It's what I wanted from the jump, because once I realized, oh, my Jesus, my heart rate is low. Not again, Jesus. Like, I was really wondering if it's intriguing how when health problems pop up, how you could be afraid to actually like go get checked and things like that. Cause like, oh my God, I'm about to die or something. Like, I hate to chuckle or even get a smirk off of it. It's like, literally, that's how I felt, honestly. Like, oh my Jesus, not like I'm gonna die, but could something really be wrong with me? Because last time somebody told me that shit, they kept me in the hospital. I didn't get to leave the fuck back out. It's almost like, I don't know if I can use that example, but I heard it's a place like you go, like for crazy people or some shit like that, and once you like check yourself in, you can't leave the fuck back out. Like, it's not like I got nowhere to really to go, metaphorically. I'm just saying, like, it was intriguing. I never thought that would be a reason, like, my heart can just stop or it's going too slow. Like, what the fuck? Intriguing, but so I was like, I'm pulling cards when I get back. That's what it is. What is going on, spirit? But your mind is on right action. That's lovely. And it's going with the eternal. It's the eternal side. It's the blue too. That's so funny. Duh. Even with this image, because this whole image, how you can see it, the energy is mainly over here. It's all in the sky. But within this picture, she is holding a mirror. It is going with family structure all day, which that's something funny too. I was about to wrap it up, but it's something I want to speak about. I need something to drink. Um, this is a little mango drink I gone and got. I've been enjoying mango drinks lately. Um, it is good to me, honestly. But my birth chart, I'm looking at it right now, so I can explain this right. I think it's my fourth house. It's my fourth house, which is in water too, but it's a Pisces energy. And it really was displaying my life, honestly, when it comes to home and family. And if you think of the Pisces symbol, I have a pull from him, did I? I didn't see what Zodiac was influencing his energy. Ay. But if you think of the Pisces symbol, it's two fish going two different ways. In my home, my living situation, like I live in hotels. Like I've been actually still for a minute. But I normally move around a lot. Like I'm normally separated from my family, and it goes together. Like the family aspect, I'm separated just like the fish energy. It's intriguing. But it's a water energy. But these important energies when it comes to my home and family are separated. Just like the Pisces energy. I thought that was so intriguing to me when I thought about it. Oh my God. Is that a perfect good alignment? Or is that something like literally to focus on and be like, is it supposed to be going like this? That's literally how it is. My home and family is separated. Like literally, just like the fish, going two different ways. But I think that's really intriguing, definitely when it comes to my first house, which is in water, which is Scorpio energy. That's myself, my personal self, and my identity. Am I naturally supposed to be separated from these energies? It's an important aspect because when it goes to my 12th house, which is my senses all day, go right back to my personal value, my identity. It's really, really, really intriguing to me when I thought about that. And I meant to touch on that because there's something I was like, is that area that need to be fixed? Which I'm sure it is. It's playing a really big part in what I'm going through right now. Which I actually need to let me finish what I was doing. Then I get to that. I want to see where the mind is headed to. I thought that was, oh my Jesus. Oh, we got two that came out. Intriguing. What is this? This is Pisces energy right here. Speaking of two. It's the healing the balance. It's not supposed to be going two different ways. It's not balanced. That's even what I spoke about my personal aspect. When it comes to shared parenting, it's not even a balanced form. It's intriguing how I explained it like 59 times in this way, but how your body give off side effects. Like the eternal knows you're supposed to be doing a little bit more, you're supposed to be a little bit more active. Something supposed to be happening and it's not. It's intriguing of an energy. You can never trick yourself or the goddamn universe. You just can't do it. They created you and sent you here for a purpose. And it knows when it's not getting done. But got the right mindfulness and right effort. Your mind is headed to right mindfulness and right effort. And at the moment, it's on right action. That's intriguing. I feel like this is my morning. Yeah, I do feel like right at the moment, like if it's in the present moment, I feel like I'm on right action. Then I feel like I headed to mindfulness. It's a red base. You can think of blood. And that mindfulness, because once I went through like the little process and I realized she told me like, your heart rate is low. Come back like in 7 minutes. And I'm just like, right from the job, I was like, maybe they meant for me to do today. Like I just naturally felt that way. But I was like, you know what? This is what I came for. Sometimes you think, am I just procrastinating or it ain't just be meant to be done today, So, I walked for a little bit and I came back. And it was still the same pretty much. I think my heart rate was like 43. She had supposed to be like 50 something when I came back again. It was like 48, like nothing too much changed, but I was like, maybe they be meant to be done today, you know. That's just the way I felt. Now that was the right mindfulness. Like, you don't try to force something to happen if it just ain't meant to be. And then right effort, trying to get enters. You know, I feel like that's in the form that it goes for me. But that's what it says. Where the mind is at and where to be headed to. Guess who's on the top of the deck? Pisces, fourth house energy. Jesus. You guys got my heart on questionable. Then Aries, then Cancer, then Aquarius. Jesus, let's shuffle. I said, you guys got my heart on intriguing behavior. Just nothing to joke about at the moment. It's just, I hope it's just, I need to be still, literally. So I'm just tired, but I might just go to the hospital tomorrow just to make sure. Because if it's still low by tomorrow, then yeah, I gotta get on that damn medicine. And it explains my behavior. Feeling tired. It's just, I thought I healed myself. I thought I was okay to go. I ain't had no complaints about my heart aspect. So, metaphorically, I honestly have had a lot of complaints about my heart that I have. It's just, haven't had no side effects, metaphorically. What's Zodiac's influence in this energy, though? Who's on the highlight? This circle keep catching my attention. It is so important. You know what? I am O positive. I thought that was so funny. Like my blood type, I'm O positive. I just think that's so cool to me. This is making me think of this circle right here. Or even donating, like the donating place, it got a circle just like that. And it's so important. It keeps catching my attention. And even with that, it's a patience aspect. Yeah, I was right. So you can't rush that. Patience. Come back tomorrow or next week. Today ain't today. That's intriguing. I want to say it's not surprising though. So I did just get over a code on top of that. Ooh, Libra actually came out twice. With the Oracle of the Universe and for the Zodiacs. Balance. It landed on the balance too. Ruling planet Venus. I love. Lacking. Missing something. Puzzle piece is missing. Ay, ay, ay. As a charmer seeking balance, Libra is the heart of fair play. Ruled by Venus, you entertain the need to be enriched through art, music, and beautiful locations. Yeah, that sounds like me. I love sightseeing. I love art, honestly. But it's actually funny because I actually got out of the bed and I got up. I looked out the window because I left the blinds partially open, like mostly open. It's like halfway literally. I can show you guys really quick. See, it's like halfway literally. I got the Libra's aspect going on. Sometimes I pull it down farther, where it's like you can just get like enough sight out. But anyway, I looked out and it was raining. Something about the trees. I love the way the trees look in the fall time. It'd just be so gorgeous to me. It seemed like a beautiful situation, but I don't know. It just set the mood. I just feel like give an example because I felt like I experienced that this morning when it comes to locations. But it's sights. They remind me of art. But we got Cancer on the bottom. Enters in the dark and water. Who's up under there? Gemini. There you go, Gemini. Where else was Gemini at? Oh, and the zodiacs. That was it. It was the houses. Enters in the dark. Gemini behavior. There go Pisces. It's intriguing those three together. I want to pair them up in threes really quick. Da, Jesus. Speaking of a balance, I find the balance. Jesus. Very, very intriguing. Guess who paired up with Scorpio? Aquarius. That's funny. Air and water again. Go right with the Libra. And that Cancer energy. This enters in the dark and it's coming to the air. But we have Capricorn, Leo, and Virgo. Frequencies, certain people just gonna stand out. It's like you're naturally getting just to serve. It's a frequency energy. And you naturally would stand out. Pisces, Gemini, and Cancer. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of perspectives in this energy. Either it is balanced, like normally you think of Gemini, they normally say two perspectives, but it's not coming off like that. It's just it's coming off like the Pisces energy. That's what you normally think about when you think of Gemini energy going two different ways. But this Gemini energy is coming off just like that, metaphorically said. Think of the heads being together. Y'all seeing the same exact way. It's because of the guidance, y'all. Y'all probably both do light and the dark. Y'all both spiritual. But this energy is going different ways. But it's coming off in two perspectives like Gemini behavior. But it's complement to the moon. That's why, as I started off this energy, it's an energy of only God only knows. There's certain things that just get missed because you're not spiritual. You don't know how to recognize signs. So it's literally one of those his word against her word energies that's going on. But it's like the answer's still gonna come through, and it's probably gonna follow through within Virgo and Leo and Capricorn energy. Because if Leo, the sun energy, is gonna get spotted out. On the first responder energy. That's what Virgo does. Then over here we got Taurus, Aries, and Sagittarius. Yeah. And that's competition energy. We have a lot of passion in there. Trying to think of how to explain this energy. I think it's a Juice Dana song. So I'm thinking of like a way to express this. And I think it was actually in the song Classic Man. Classic Man, yeah. Toward the end of the song, he said, "Every madam on my team is a top general." Some people don't like, some people think this is almost I think I'm better than you type of energy. But everybody have a position to play. Y'all all a top general in your own way. And it's Jupiter energy, so all the aspects are cocky, arrogant, for sure. But it's coming off like a competition aspect when it shouldn't be. Drainful energy. That energy. I'm a little irritated because it's like Taurus. Am I working off Taurus energy today? Am I on my own behavior today? Even though I'm pretty sure I'm not, because I got side effects of having heart problems and shit. I'm over here. I'm ready to go to sleep and fuck any type of competition. I ain't never in competition metaphorically, but it's like, if it was, it's just like, fuck it, you can have it. The audacity of you to even think that we in competition is a joke. Like, I thrive. I got my own goddamn lane, and I thrive all the fucking time. I don't want to do nobody else's position. No, I don't want to do nobody else's position. It's intriguing. I give myself chuggers. It's something I thought about. This is intriguing emotion. It's a serious emotion, definitely when it comes to this energy. It's an example of it. Because I don't believe in watching what somebody else got. Because as quickly as they got it, they could lose it, and they'd be all just mentally just fucked up. Um, but one day I was with Donald, which is a friend of mine, and we went over to his brother's house, and I was sitting in the car, and I was thinking like, oh my god, they all got nice cars and stuff. It's like I thrive all the time. I should have all the luxury in the world. I swear I should, honestly. Um, but why am I lacking? Is an intriguing aspect, or seem like I'm lacking. And then it came to me as into because that they think that's the best. They think that's the best it's gonna get. You had all that, and you realized you weren't even satisfied with having that. That's the intriguing part of energy. Like I had a whole fucking townhome pretty much to myself. I got it for my child. So the reason why I got a big old place like that is because I got a child. I want you to have company. I want your company to be able to run around, and I was building for the long run. But when it just was only me, it's like, what do I need all this goddamn space for? This is lonely as fuck. It's just an intriguing energy. What I'm getting at is not to watch somebody else's stuff. Like they think that's the best it's getting. And for you, it gets better than that. If that makes sense. And that's how Way Spirit brought it to me. It's just like, don't watch what they got, man. They think that's the tap out spot, and you thrive way higher than them. You thrive way higher than them. It's like something I already know. It's just that is an emotion. Even when they speak of like jealousy or competition energy, 'cause this is what this is, for sure. On top of my favorite person, which is Jupiter energy, complimenting it. So it's like when they say all the madams on my team is a top general. Oh, a bunch of bosses. A bunch of bosses. You think you a boss? Here go another boss. And some bosses don't like to be with other bosses because it makes that ego really questionable. You don't get to be so dominant. Somebody else gonna tame you down. And some people don't like that feeling. Even though it should be just, thrive time. That's what I be expecting. It's just thrive time. But normally it ain't thrive time. Because normally it's competition. So even with me saying this, I have competition with guys sometimes, which that should be weird from the jump. But it's normally a female behavior for me, for the most part. Competition, oh, that's a female for sure. Why? It's intriguing. As much as I'll be going through, you'll be thinking like competition, but just my looks on its own is enough to have a person who rich as fuck questioning their whole fucking life. Which is weird as fuck. Like, go get you some plastic surgery or some shit. Fix that shit up. Fuck you. If I had the money, shit, that's what I would do. If I wanted to. The fuck? You got the resources and you mad with somebody who just naturally look this way. Go get the shit that you want. It's just weird, It's just weird to me. It's just weird to me. But that's that energy. Oh my Jesus. That's probably even why I got heart problems. This is somebody I'm dealing with. It makes sense. Like this should be thriving time, but this is just some. Oh, I don't believe it. What the? It's intriguing. That's something I've learned. It's like I'm looking at it, I come off surprised. But it's something I keep experiencing. Even from my own mother taught me this energy. Then my own aunt, a family formed that she's super thriving. She got a nice ass house. She got a job she like. Finances is great. But insecure as fuck. Because she don't got the looks. She ain't got the looks. That drives me crazy. Like, you gotta pick and choose. And make sure you pick and choose right. And sometimes you don't get to choose it, that's the way you goddamn came, And he blessed you to be able to have a nice ass job, a nice ass house. Work with it. But no. I'm over here gotten all frostbitten and shit, and she highly upset that I look cute in her fucking clothes. Like, what her fucking audacity? Like, you 60 years fucking old, like, probably pushing late 60s, Well, that's a compliment. That I look good in your clothes. That means you got good taste, silly. That means you got good taste. But mentally couldn't comprehend that. Just was like, oh my Jesus. You know, but it's like, what the fuck? I can't deal with people like that. It drives me crazy. It make me start wanting to feel like I should suppress my behavior. You know, maybe I shouldn't put no makeup on today. Maybe I should cover up more today. No, deal with your fucking insecurities, footerities. You thrive way too much to be on that jealousy footerity. It don't make sense. But that's how you can notice people who ain't really living their goddamn purpose or their truth. You ain't satisfied. You know, sometimes they say money can't buy you happiness. It's one of those fucking energies. You will never be content because you ain't content with your goddamn self. That's the real problem. Jesus, what an energy. Hey, that's my Jupiter behavior. My Jupiter behavior will tell you about your goddamn self. And don't mind me telling me, I'll tell you about yourself and my goddamn self, okay? Because I know I still got some fucking work to do, but I feel like I just age late. I bloom late, which means I just get better and better, you know? It is what it is, you know? But you best to believe within myself, nobody can tell me shit about me. I'm perfectos, honestly, but I still got work to do. I'm still growing. I'm still learning, you know? But that's the energy. Oh my Jesus, that energy was fucking tense energy. That's that pop off energy. That gets my heart rate going back. Energy. Just to even see what could have been draining it. Which is some stupid shit. This is beautiful. That's a beautiful energy. But I know that energy. I've been around that type of energy. I've seen it. And you around a bunch of bosses. People who just, it's almost thinking like you the prettiest person in the world. And then another ridiculously gorgeous person coming there where it make you come and start, you know, like, damn, you are gorgeous. But you ain't giving a damn you gorgeous. You giving that side eye fucking behavior. Then another one pop in. Then another one. You just, the fuck? Just want to start talking shit to them. It's like, whoa, no. That's not how this go. Go compliment. Because you see something you like. Go say you like it. Why the fuck are you side-eyeing? Why are you trying to make them feel bad because they showed up looking right? And this is just looks. Maybe you upset because they make more money than you or something. It's levels to it. These are bosses. This ain't just about beauty looks. Metaphorically, this is you look beautiful in your goddamn bank account. Your career is looking beautiful. It's levels to it. It's just you dealing with people that's on the same status as you or and above. And you don't like that shit. And you're supposed to like that shit. That's where growth comes. That's what you need. You want a whole power team. You don't want a bunch of people that's always beneath you, metaphorically. But some people, they feel needed when they deal with people like that. So I get it. It's just within this energy, that's how you're supposed to grow, you know? But that's been the energy, guys. Have a great day.